Students, in the previous video you have seen what are the different quantities related with the charge flow through a conductor. Now in this new video we are going to see what can be the relation between current density J, conductivity of the material sigma, and electric field applied across the ends of the conductor E. So as you know, charge of the electron is E. What is value of the drift velocity? Value of drift velocity, as we have derived already, E into E tau divided by M. This is the relation. And by the relation between current density and drift velocity, current density J is equal to NE into V. So if you put this value of drift velocity in this relation, you can write J, that is current density, is equal to N into E multiplied by E into E tau by N. So value of the current density J can be written NE square E into tau divided by N. This is current density and electric field. Then what going to be the value of current density J divided by the value of the electric field? J divided by E can be written NE square tau by N. And what is NE square tau? In the previous part of the video you have seen this quantity is conductivity of the material. So the relation can be written current density J divided by electric field applied across the ends of the conductor, J divided by E is equal to sigma. That is conductivity. So what is the relation between current density and electric field? Current density J is equal to mho conductivity of the material multiplied by electric field applied across the ends of the conductor. So relation between current density and electric field applied is conductivity multiplied by electric field is equal to current density. This would be the relation between two quantities. As you know, if J as a vector, current density and electric field both are vector quantities. So vector J can be written equal to product of conductivity of the material multiplied by electric field vector. So if we solve this relation for E, you can get E is equal to J divided by sigma, and we know that the reciprocal of conductivity is equal to resistivity of the material. So what going to be the relation between electric field and current density? Electric field vector E is equal to resistivity rho multiplied by current density vector of that material. So these are the relations between different quantities related to charge flow through a conductor. Students, see what can be the temperature dependence of the resistance. As I told you earlier, resistance is temperature is external factor which decides the resistance of a conductor. So resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to temperature. So how the resistance of a given conductor increases with rise in temperature? Suppose R0 is resistance of a metallic conductor. If we talk about metallic conductor, R0 is resistance of a conductor at temperature, suppose 0 degrees Celsius, and RT is resistance of the conductor at T degrees Celsius. So increase in the resistance. What is increase in the resistance? RT minus R0 is directly proportional to original resistance of the conductor. Means resistance of the conductor at 0 degrees Celsius. And increase in the resistance RT minus R0 is directly proportional to rise in temperature, that is T. If we combine together, we can write RT minus R0 is proportional to R0 into T. If we take one proportionality constant, we can write RT minus R naught is equal to alpha into R naught into T. Then what going to be the value of constant alpha? Alpha equals increase in resistance RT minus R naught divided by R naught into rise in temperature, that is T. This alpha is called temperature coefficient of the conductor, or you can say thermal coefficient of the conductor. So what can be the thermal coefficient of conductor? Thermal coefficient of conductor is increase in the resistance of a conductor per unit original resistance per unit rise in temperature. If we put both the values R naught and T as unity, in that condition alpha is going to be equal to increase in the resistance of that conductor, that is RT minus R naught. If increase in the temperature is written, suppose delta R, in that condition alpha can be written delta R, that is increase in the resistance divided by R into delta T, where R is original resistance, delta T rise in temperature, and delta R is increase in the resistance, and unit of alpha is going to be SI system, that is Kelvin inverse. So in this way resistance of a conductor increases with rise in temperature. So this would be the formula to calculate increase in the resistance of a conductor. If you solve this, what can be the value of final resistance? If we solve this relation, we can write RT minus R naught is equal to alpha into R naught T. So what can be the value of final resistance at temperature T degrees Celsius? That equals R naught plus alpha R naught into T. If we take R naught common, then final resistance at temperature T degrees Celsius, that can be written R naught is common 1 plus alpha into T, that is rise in temperature. So in this way we can calculate what can be the final value of resistance of a conductor if its initial value is given and temperature coefficient or thermal coefficient of its material or the thermal coefficient of the resistance is provided. Then we can calculate final resistance by this relation. So students, see, this is a question, numerical question based on temperature dependence of the resistance. This is NCERT question given in NCERT book. The question is the resistance of the platinum wire of a platinum wire resistance or platinum wire thermometer is 5 ohm at ice point. Ice point means 0 degrees Celsius, and it is 5.23 ohm at steam point. Steam point means boiling point of water 100 degrees Celsius. At 100 degrees Celsius resistance of the wire is 5.23 ohm. When the thermometer is inserted in a hot bath, the resistance of the platinum wire is 5.795 ohm. Calculate the temperature of the bath. So this question, suppose to solve this question, if resistance at 100 degrees Celsius and resistance at 0 degrees Celsius is given, but value of alpha, that is temperature coefficient, is not provided in this question. So how to solve? So two conditions provided. One is increase in the resistance between 0 degree and temperature of the hot bath. Suppose temperature of the hot bath is T degree Celsius. So resistance at T degree Celsius minus resistance at 0 degree Celsius is equal to resistance at 0 degree Celsius multiplied by alpha into T. So this condition is providing equation number 1. If the temperature is rising from 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius, means ice point to steam point, then the relation takes form R100, that is resistance at 100 degrees Celsius minus resistance at 0 degrees Celsius, is equal to original resistance multiplied by temperature coefficient into rise in temperature from 0 to 100 degrees Celsius is 100 degree. This is equation number 2. So if we divide equation number 1 by 2, here you can get RT minus R0 divided by R100 minus R0, that equals temperature T, R0 and alpha cancel out. So no need to calculate the value of temperature coefficient, that is alpha, automatically cancelled. And this is the relation, but we have to find what is the temperature of hot bath, that is T. So T is going to be RT minus R0 by R100 minus R0 multiplied by 100. So putting these values, if you calculate, the answer of the question is going to be 345.65 degrees Celsius. So temperature of the hot bath is 345.65 degrees Celsius. This is the answer of this question. So students, see what are carbon resistors and color code. So carbon resistors are fixed value resistances. They are made up of carbon allotrope. As we know that some allotropes of carbon are good conductor of electricity and some are bad conductor of electricity. So carbon resistors are made from mixture of carbon black, clay and resin binder, which are pressed and then molded into cylindrical jacket. So a carbon resistor is looking like a cylinder, a very small size cylinder. This type of resistances you can see in circuit boards of different electronic devices. If you open or if you have seen the circuit board of television or computer or any other electronic device, this type of resistances are used. So what are the advantages of this carbon resistor? Carbon resistors are very small in size and having same size or same dimension of the carbon resistor. They can have very small value of resistance as well as very large value of resistance, starting from order of milliohm to million ohm resistance can be made with the help of this mechanism. But as carbon resistors are very small in size, then how the value of carbon resistor can be read? So these carbon resistors are actually coded with colorful bands. So on any carbon resistor there can be 4 bands. These two are connecting terminals provided for the external connection or for the connection in the circuit where these resistors are being used. So these are metallic wires connected to the carbon resistor. This part is carbon resistor. So starting from one end of the resistance or carbon resistance, the first colored band or colored ring, you can say, is first significant figure. Suppose this is ring A. Ring B is for second significant figure of the value of that resistance. Ring C is decimal multiplier, or you can say the ring C is providing power of 10 in the value of that resistance. And D, ring D is away from the first 3 rings and towards the other end of the carbon resistor. Ring D is providing tolerance level or error that can be possible in the value of the resistance. So ring D is providing tolerance level. So how we can read the value of a carbon resistor? By these color codes. So formula to read the value of carbon resistor is AB into 10 to power C plus or minus D %. This can be the formula to read the value of resistance. First significant figure, second significant figure into decimal multiplier or power of 10 plus or minus tolerance level or error in the value of resistance. So using this formula we can calculate value of the carbon resistor. So students, see, these are the color codes for the carbon resistor. So for ring A, B and C, these are the color codes. Means rings A, B and C can be of these colors: black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, grey, white. If ring A, B and C are of any of these colors, their values are going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But this color code is for only first three rings: ring A, ring B and ring C. But what about ring D? For band D, this is not B and D, band D, the color codes are golden color. The tolerance level or error level can be plus or minus 5%. If band D is of silver color, the tolerance level can be plus or minus 10%. If band D is absent or no band D is given on the carbon resistor, in that condition the tolerance level is going to be plus or minus 20%. And knowing the values of these colors, we can read the value of the carbon resistance using this formula. How to remember these color codes? To remember these color codes for first three rings, we can remember the code of the color or the value of the particular color band. So to remember the value of the color code or the value of the color bands, we can remember this sentence: B.B. Roy of Great Britain had very good white. First B is for black, its value is 0. Second B is for brown, black, that is 1. Roy, red, orange, yellow, 2, 3, 4. Green 5, blue 6, violet 7, grey 8 and white 9. So remembering this sentence, you can remember the values of the color. And using this formula AB into 10 to power C plus or minus D%, you can calculate the value of the carbon resistor. Students, see, this is an example how we can read the value of the carbon resistor. This is the carbon resistor. First band on the carbon resistor is of yellow color, second violet color, third brown and fourth gold. From the list of color code, if you remember, the formula to calculate the value of the carbon resistor is AB into 10 to power C plus or minus D%. Yellow, that is first significant figure. Value of the yellow color is 4. Violet, that is second figure, 7. So 47 into 10 to power 1. 1 is brown. Plus or minus gold, this is golden color, plus or minus 5%. So what going to be the value of the given carbon resistor? 47 into 10 to power 1 plus or minus 5%. Or you can write 470 ohm plus or minus 5%. So in this way, the value of any carbon resistor given with color code can be calculated.